Assalamu alaikum grade 3. This is your lecture of Oxford Progressive English and Oxford Grammar. At first we are going to study Oxford Progressive English. You will open your books at page number 14. We are going to start unit number 3, lesson number 3, an email from Mr. Burki. Mr. Burki is in Nepal and he is writing an email from there. So these are the paragraphs of Mr. Burki's email, and here is question number 2, 5 sentences in bold for these pictures. Here are 6 pictures and these are paragraphs. We shall find the bold lines according to these pictures and match them, that which picture is matching with the bold lines. So let us start. Mr. Burki is writing email. Dear Asma, Saira, Imran and Nadia, I hope you are all well. Today I am in the capital of Nepal, Kathmandu. It is a big city with buses, modern hotels, restaurants and parks. In the other part of the town, there are large temples built of wood. I have just found an internet cafe where I can email you from. So here is the bold word. There are large temples built of wood. It is matching with picture A. You will write A here. Come towards paragraph 2. Life in the mountains where I am working is very different. There is no TV or radio. There aren't any roads or railways. The villages are very steep with rivers and forests. If you want to go somewhere, you must walk. Bad luck, Saira. Mules carry loads on their backs into the mountains. This is the bold sentence and it is matching with picture number E here. So you will write E here. Number 3, people here speak Nepali. It is very different from Urdu. I can't understand Nepali and people here can't understand Urdu, so we speak English. It is not matching with any picture, so you will not write any word here. Number 4, in the mountains people get up late in the morning because it is so cold. Then they cook some rice and dal. They work in the fields until 5 o'clock. Then they come home. The children fetch more water. Here the bold sentence is the children fetch more water. It is matching with the picture D. The children, you can see that children are bringing water. So you will write D here. Number 5, the local people are helping us to build the bridge. They bridge large stones for the buses. The bold sentence is they bring large stones for the buses. It is matching with picture F. You can see that a person is bringing stones. Number 6, we are doing this work during the dry season. In July, the monsoons will come and the rivers will be full of water. The bold sentence is the river will be full of water. It is matching with picture C. You can see a river here that is full of water. Number 7, last week there was a festival at the temple in our village. People came from away and stayed for 2 days. There was a market. The bold sentence is, so it is matching with picture B. Here is a market. You will write B here. So students, now move towards our next task. Read the email again and answer these questions. So come towards the board to write the answers of these questions. Read the email again and answer these questions. Question number 1. Where did Mr. Burki write his email? Answer, from Kathmandu. Question 2. Can Mr. B watch TV in the evenings in the mountains? No, he can't. Question 3. Why doesn't Mr. B speak Urdu in Nepal? Answer, because the Nepalis cannot understand Urdu. Question 4. Is it easier to build bridges in the dry season or the rainy season? Answer, it is easier in dry season. Question 5. Will the walk between the two villages be longer or shorter in future? Answer, it will be shorter. Students, you will write these question answers in your notebooks and learn them. Students, now we are going to study lesson number 4, sentences adverbs. Adverbs are those verbs that add to the meanings of the verbs. Complete Mr. Burki's email using the given adverbs. Here are some adverbs. We are going to complete Mr. Burki's email by using these adverbs. On Friday I got lost in the mountains. I usually start my walk from the town to the village at 2 o'clock. But on Friday I started my walk at 4 o'clock. On Friday it started to get dark. I made a mistake and took the wrong path. The path ended in some fields and I was lost. I walked slowly downhill again. Suddenly I saw a light in a house. I knocked loudly on the door and asked the people for help because I was lost. I slept the rest of the night in their house. The next morning I found the right path. I will never walk at night in the mountains again. Number 2. Now write the adverbs on the correct lines. Here are lines we are going to write adverbs before them. When, on Friday. 2 hours later, the next morning at 4 o'clock. How often? Never. How? Loudly, slowly. Number 3. Put the words in the right order to make complete sentences and each sentence with a full stop. Here are unarranged words and we are going to arrange them and put them in right order. Come towards the board. Here I have written the words in right order by making them complete sentences. You will copy them in your notebooks. Number 1. Last Saturday we went to the seaside for the day. Number 2. We left the house at 10 o'clock in the morning. Number 3. We arrived 1 hour later at the seaside. Number 4. My sister swims usually twice during the day. Number 5. My mother never swims in the sea. Number 6. My father swims sometimes but not always. Number 7. I eat more fruit than my sister. Number 8. My sister reads less than me. Number 9. My mother drinks more cola than my father. Question 4. What about you? Write a complete sentence to answer each question. Here are 3 questions. You will write them according to you. It is home task for you. It was our 1 week's work. Now we are moving towards our English grammar book. You will open your books at page number 23. We are going to start lesson number 7, verbs. Read the following sentences. The cat purrs, the girl walks. These sentences are verbs and present tense. The present tense tells us that an action is going on now. So, the tense which tells us that an action is going on is called present tense. It tells about an action that is going on in the present time. The cat purrs, the girl walks. These sentences tell that the cat is purring at the present time and the girl is walking at the present time. So these are present tenses. The verbs walk and purrs are doing words. They tell us about an action that is happening now. Such verbs are said to be in the present tense. Sometimes we use extra words to describe an action that is going on in the present. The table below tells us how to use extra words to make present tense verbs. So now we are going to learn to make extra words, to use extra words for making present tense. And let us see the table. To be. These words are to be. These are with helping verbs that are called auxiliary verbs, am, are, is. So here we shall use at first subject, auxiliary verb, and then verb, then ing, that is present participle, and then it will become a complete sentence. So let's start. I am walking. I am walking. You are listening. You are listening. He is playing. He is playing. She is knit. Ing. She is knitting. It is sleep. Ing. It is sleeping. We are talking. We are talking. You are running. You are running. They are hiding. They are hiding. Friends, while making these sentences with the use of ing, if there is e at the end of any verb, the e will be removed as it has been done in the case of hide. Here we have removed e and we have added ing. So these are continuous tenses that is also included in present tense. For example, Stephen is reading a book. Mike and Peter are watching television. The words is reading and or watching also tell us about a present action. Stephen is reading at the present time and Mike and Peter are watching TV at the present time. So these are present actions that are called present tenses. Friends, let's now solve the exercise of this lesson on next page. Let's understand. Read the following sentences. Which two words in each sentence are in the present tense? Write them in your notebook. Number 1, the birds are chirping. In this sentence, are and chirping are present tenses. You will write them in your notebooks. Number 2, the trees are swaying with the wind. Are and swaying are present tenses. 3, I am going to school. The words am and going are present tenses. Move towards our practice exercise. The verbs are given in the brackets form sentences by using the correct verb form. Number 1, Michael is kicking a stone. The children play on the swings. The ducks are swimming in the pond. Now move towards exercise B. Complete this table by filling in the missing words. Here are some missing words. We shall complete this table by using ing. He is falling. We are watching. You are writing. It looks. Complete the exercise C. Complete the following sentences in your notebook after correcting the mistakes. Here are some mistakes related to present tense. We are going to correct them. The bakers are baking a chocolate cake. Here you will add S with bakers. Number 2, the two friends is walking down the street. You will cross is and write are here. Number 3, the old man is crossed the street. You will cross the word and write crossing. The old man is crossing the street. Now come towards extended exercise. Add an ing to the following verbs and make sentences of your own in your notebook. Watch the spellings when changing some words. So here are some words. You will add ing with them and then use them in your sentences. So come towards board for this work. Number 1, hitting. He is hitting football. Number 2, singing. She is singing a song. Number 3, liking. I am liking this music. Number 4, cutting. The gardener is cutting grass. Number 5, starting. Ali is starting to read a story book. Number 6, shining. The stars are shining in the sky. So here are the words given in an exercise written in green marker and in black. In smaller box I have written the words after adding ing, and in the larger box there are sentences of these words. So friends, this was our 1 week's task. You will learn and practice it at home. Allah Hafiz.